Well, it's another edition of the San Sui rivalry here at Hanover Area High School. Good evening, everyone. Paul Garrity with you. Nanticoke and Hanover area, need I say more? Great crowd here tonight. Both student sections out in full force. A blackout over on the roadside for Nanticoke, a whiteout here for Hanover area in the student section. Hanover area in the home whites. Nanticoke gets the early forced turnover. As we'll take a look at the starting lineups, Liam Mullery has the basketball, their sharp shooting guard. He's in the starting five along with number 2, Gavin Turek, or check that, number 2, PJ Remley. Number 3 is Gavin Turek. Number 33, Jaden Johnson, and number 45, Matthias Mitchell. And apparently a late scratch. Johnson is not in the starting lineup. Again, instead it's number 12, Ron Michael, getting the start. So some shifting for Nanticoke. I had to scramble to get a couple of uniform numbers prior to the game that were changed from early in the year. And Matthias Mitchell gives Nanticoke an early lead. For Hanover, they go with Lael Hayward in the backcourt with Malachi Downey. Stephen Florick and Noah Dewey are the forwards, number 33 and 40 respectively. And the starting center is number 50, Gernard Williams. Zach Pienka, the head coach of Nanticoke area, has been around for several years now. And of course, Bill Callahan in his first season at Hanover area. This is the second meeting between these two teams this season. The first was won by the Trojans by a 68-65 final just a couple weeks ago. Nanticoke 7-10 overall. They're 4-3 in Wyoming Valley Conference Division II. A one-game lead over Hanover with that head-to-head win. Turek finds Remley and a travel whistled against PJ Remley as he took a little dance before hoisting up the shot. Nanticoke had a really rough start to the year, had some injury troubles in their backcourt, struggled with pressure as Dewey gets free off the feed from Downey, and we're tied at 2. Noah Dewey, the leading scorer for Hanover area this season, a breakout performance, probably the most improved player in the entire Wyoming Valley Conference. Mitchell muscles up and can't get it to drop. And Williams fouled by Michael as he crosses midcourt. It was if you're wondering why we're so late getting on the air tonight, it was a marathon JV contest. Went into overtime, almost went double overtime. And a 3-point win by Nanticoke. Here's Steve Florick, too strong with it. Mullery accelerates the other way. Carving his way through defenders. Mitchell, active on the glass early. And Matthias Mitchell has both Nanticoke baskets. They lead 4-2. I don't see Jaden Johnson on the bench for Nanticoke. I saw him prior to the game, but he's not on the bench, so apparently Jaden Johnson maybe not available tonight. And Mitchell called for traveling. Nanticoke bench wanted a held ball. I think that could have went either way. And a baseline inbound for Downey. Floric for 3. Long rebound to Ron Michael. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play first quarter. 4-2 Trojans. Man-to-man for Hanover area, as they've really done all year for Bill Callahan. Turok's sloppy dribble back to Mullery. Tough shot over Williams. Liam Mullery, the best outside shooter for Nanticoke, makes it 6-2 Trojans. Downey's pass tapped away. Loose ball to Hayward. Lale attacking the rim. Rolls off, but a foul's called. Second foul against the Trojans here in the first. Sends Lale Hayward to the free throw line. Hanover has really not been a great free throw shooting team this year for the most part. Hayward, one of their better performers from the stripe. (6-3) Nanticoke leads. Open look. The bank is open from the corner for Hunter Atherton. Hunter Atherton looks a whole lot like Jaden Johnson to me. I wonder if I have another number wrong. But it's 9-3 Nanticoke. Hayward drills the triple. 9-6, Trojans lead, 2:39 to play in the first. Johnson again. Williams, Hanover's going to have to do something to limit him on the offensive glass, as that's knocked out of bounds by Hanover. 2:20 to play first quarter. Johnson exploding to the rim. So Jaden Johnson coming off the bench tonight, has a new uniform number, has a new mask on his face. Mitchell to the bench along with Michael. Ethan Spencer enters the game, number 22. Nanticoke showing a little zone here on this trip. Williams finds Dewey underneath. Couple early field goals for Noah Dewey. It's 11-8 Trojans. Johnson casts another one up. I think Hanover would like to see him that far away from the basket all night. He can make that shot, but especially against this smaller Hanover lineup that's out there, I think Zach Pienko would want him down on the block. Hayward steps into a one. And the board comes to Johnson. 1:05 to play, opening quarter. 11-8 Nanticoke. Florick out to challenge Mullery. Here's Spencer, the baseline J. Ethan Spencer, the fourth Nanticoke player to make a basket here in the first quarter. And they lead by 5. Hayward, left free again. Florick draws the contact. Two free throws for Steve Florick. Second year as a starter for Hanover area. (13-9). Nanticoke will likely get the final shot here with 20 seconds to play. Now they go into it with 9 seconds to play. Turok elevating and Dewey rips it down. 4 seconds for Hayward. And that sails out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball with 0.3 of a second. And that wouldn't have counted. Competitive first quarter as expected here at Hanover Area High School, and after the opening 8 minutes, it's the Trojans 13 and Hanover Area 9. Be back on the air tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say. 2:15 tip-off from Kingston as Wyoming Seminary boys take on Mahanoy area. I'll have the call for that one. Hopefully no JV overtime tomorrow afternoon, so we could get you on the air close to the scheduled start of 2:15. We'll have a full week next week. As we round down our schedule, we have about 2 more full weeks of coverage here on Service Electric before I shift over to the radio side for the postseason. Michael back on the floor for Nanticoke as we start period number 2. Downey down to get it, and he's tied up by Turok. That looked like a scrum for a fumble on the over at Memorial Stadium. And it looks like Hayward was really shaken up. That looked to me like an injury that Lale's been suffering from before tonight, because as soon as he went down, Mike, the trainer here at Hanover, was immediately out on the floor, and looks like something both of those guys have been dealing with for a while. Hayward's going to come off the floor. Hopefully nothing more than a cramp, but those can be really tough to get rid of. Officials timeout. And I think Gavin Turok might have had a little blood on his uniform or somewhere on his arm maybe, so they're going to make Turok go to the sideline. Johnson back on the floor. So a big lineup out, well, yeah, pretty big lineup out there for Nanticoke with Mitchell and Johnson both in the game. Shot from Andrew Kistner is too strong. (13-9) Nanticoke. Almost a minute played here in the second quarter. Johnson got bumped by Dewey. Volleyballed around, and Mitchell another offensive rebound. He has been a load to deal with here in this first half. And there's a travel against Michael. Pretty good defensive trip there by the Hawkeyes. Hayward's going to try to go. Back in there after less than a minute on the bench. He's an important player for Nanticoke. Gives them some outside shooting that they don't really have a ton of outside of Hayward. Johnson, look out. Count it, and one. I'm not sure what the complaint is here from Bill Callahan. He definitely got hit on the head. I don't know if he maybe wanted to travel. I had nothing but a good layup there. First free throw attempted tonight by the Trojans. 15-9, they lead it. And a steal by Johnson. Can't throw those kind of passes with the athleticism of Jaden out there, and there's another bucket and another foul. Timeout Hawkeyes. 6:17 to play here in the first half. The size and athleticism of Nanticoke giving the Hawkeyes all sorts of problems. They trail it by 8. Paul Garrity back with you here from Hanover Area High School. Very enthusiastic crowd on hand here tonight. The JV game got them all fired up going into overtime. Nanticoke has controlled the boards early, and they've built an 18-9 advantage. A kick ball, we'll give it back to the Hawks. Hanover area 6-10 on the year, including that 3-point loss to Nanticoke a couple weeks ago. Trojans 7-10. Johnson, the fly swatter. Numbers for the Trojans. And Turok is hammered by Floric. Against just about anybody else in the division, save for maybe George Sabatini of Holy Redeemer, that shot would have got up at the rim without any trouble. But when you have a shot blocker like Johnson in there, got to have your head on a swivel. Gavin Turek, usually a good foul shooter, misses both. Downey, too much sizzle on that outlet pass. Hayward was behind the defense, probably the right move by Downey, but led him a little too much. Mullery guarded by Kistner. Mullery's the guy that stretches the floor for Nanticoke. Outside of that, they don't really make a lot of threes. Dewey got a piece of that shot from Williams. Hanover with a long scoreless drought. They haven't scored yet in the period. Check that, they got one free throw, and there's a foul down low against Williams. Spencer back in for the Trojans, along with Ron Michael. Dewey from 12 feet. The challenge by Mullery. Still 18-9 Nanticoke in a rock fight here. Under 5 to play in the half. I think Downey, the smallest man on the floor, got a piece of that shot. Kistner left alone. It's a triple for Andrew Kistner. Second three-point shot of the half for the Hawks. 18-12 is the Nanticoke lead. Turok probing. Lost his footing. Here's Spencer. Knocked one down earlier from a similar spot, but short with that one. They go down into a double team. Dewey fights through it. And the rebound torn down by Spencer. Downey guards the taller Michael. Past the midway point of quarter number 2, Turok passes on the open three. Misses the shot. Williams another offensive board and put back. Matthias Mitchell's been the difference maker in this first half. Nanticoke by 8. Trojans are daring Downey to shoot the ball from there. Hayward will try it. And a foul against Downey. That's his second. Fourth team foul against the Hawkeyes in the quarter. Remley barely beat the 10-second call as he crosses half court. Good anticipation by Downey. But a foul is called, and I think that's going to be Downey's third. It is the third against the Hawkeye point guard. So he'll go to the bench, replaced by Floric. Trojans just 2 for 6 from the stripe, but they lead by 9. .245 to play in the half. They're really surrounding Dewey anytime he gets the basketball. Hanover's going to have to make some threes in this game to take Nanticoke out of this defense. Dewey working hard underneath, and he'll go to the free throw line. Nope, they're going to say it was a non-shooting foul. Just the second against the Trojans. Williams carving through. Here's Dewey. Nice look from Grenard Williams. In tight space inside. Had the vision to find the open Dewey. 21-14 Trojans. These teams combined for 133 points the last time they played. Much different sort of game here tonight. Nanticoke usually plays at a much faster tempo than this, and they turn it over. And that pass, Hayward didn't seem like he was ready for it. .110 to play in a grueling first half. Remley. Good ball movement here, but not much going on, and that's going to be a travel. Good call. Johnson took a hop and a skip. Hanover can close closer to 7 now with 33 seconds to play before the break. They still continue to sag down and really focus the defense down low on Dewey. Hayward doesn't get it. And Dewey working hard again. Gets his team an extra possession. They'll have 9 seconds. Hayward doesn't want to wait. It's a triple for Lael Hayward, his second of the night. 2 seconds. Remley, it'll count if it goes. We've reached halftime here at Hanover Area High School. The Hawkeyes scored just 17 points in the half, but they do enough defensively to stay in it. They trailed by just 4 here at home. You're watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV. Low scoring and very competitive here at Hanover Area in the latest edition of the Sansui Struggle here at Hanover Area High School. Paul Garrity with you tonight. Late start to this one due to the overtime in the JV game. 21-17, Nanticoke leads as we start the third quarter. Malachi Downey has 3 fouls for Hanover as we start the second half. Jaden Johnson did not start the game for Nanticoke, but He made an impact when he came in. He has a game-high 11. Matthias Mitchell has 6 points and has been just a beast on the glass. Liam Mullery hasn't taken many shots, and that's not one that'll go on his highlight reel. Hanover was led by Lael Hayward with 7 and Noah Dewey with 6. Floric tried to find Dewey. I think Noah wasn't expecting the pass to be thrown that hard. Hanover's had some turnover issues in this game. Gavin Turek has not really been an offensive factor, loses control there. Starting 5 on the floor for Bill Callahan and the Hawks. Next knocked out by Mullery. Played a little over a minute here in the third. Nobody's scored yet. It's 21-17, Trojans. Trojans trying to sweep the season series. Hayward off target with that. And it's going to stay with Hanover. Floric a hustle play. As Michael was a little lethargic getting to that basketball. Down low, Williams muscling up against Mitchell. First basket of the game for Gernard Williams. 9-point Nanticoke lead has been now trimmed down to 2. This is PJ Remley. Pretty good outside shooter, but he hasn't gotten many up at the rim yet. Here's Michael. Yes. First basket of the game for Ron Michael. 23-19, Nanticoke. Somehow Downey got that pass down low through a sea of legs. And Dewey will go to the free throw line. There has not been a lot of room to operate tonight for Noah Dewey down low. Nanticoke is putting all kinds of pressure on the entry passes and coming with double and triple teams every time he touches it. But he's managed to score 8 in this game. And the Hawkeyes back within a bucket. 5:33 in the third. Remley gets free. Comes up way short. Downey accelerating the other way, a little out of control. And it'll be Hawkeye basketball. Again, they force feed it down to Dewey, and he gets fouled by Williams. That's now the third, or I said Williams. Matthias Mitchell picks up his third. So Mitchell with 3 for Nanticoke, Downey with 3 for the Hawks. Downey again, tough entry pass. This time Williams makes the catch. Not an easy catch there, being harassed down the block. Not only makes the catch, but draws the contact. This to even things up at 23. Looked like Nanticoke was ready to run Hanover out of the gym at one point. And the Trojans have struggled to score over the last 6 or so minutes. Michael gets a crunching screen from Spencer. But the ball rotation, not there. And now Hanover can take their first lead. Actually, their first lead all night, I believe. Williams, up and under. Gernard Williams, all 6 of his points have come in the first 4 minutes of the third. And the Hawkeyes have, I believe, their first lead of the night. Williams through traffic, wow. Or Michael, I should say. And we're tied again, this time at 25. Floric knifing through and got it. Quick first step from Steve Floric. And a timeout called by Nanticoke. 3:43 to play in the third. The Hawkeyes have stormed back from a 9-point deficit. They lead it by 2. Paul Garrity here with you. We'll be back on the air tomorrow afternoon. A 2:15 tip-off between Wyoming Seminary and Mahanoy area. Before a full week of basketball again next week. 27-25 Hawkeyes. In a slugfest here at the Hawkeye gym. Down low, Turok gets free. Well executed play out of the timeout. First basket of the game for Gavin Turok. 27 apiece. And a 10-second call. As Nanticoke came with pressure for the first time tonight. Turok with a pirouette and almost got it, but he'll go to the free throw line. Gavin Turok missed several games earlier this season with an injury when Nanticoke was really having a hard time offensively. Trojans also not a great free throw shooting team. Turok might be their best shooter from the line, but he's 0 for 3 tonight. Wow. Still deadlocked at 27. Dewey gets deep against Mullery, but can't get it. Williams, too strong. Dewey got it up over Johnson. Noah Dewey, the first Hawkeye player in double figures tonight. 29-27. Now a steal by Florek. Can't finish. Had a much smaller player back there in Remley. Bill Callahan wanted Florek to take that strong to the rim. Two minutes to play in the third. And an offensive foul called against Mullery. Illegal screen, that's Nanticoke's fourth foul of the period. Florek zigzagging through traffic, threw it away. Turok attacks. Ball will just not go in the basket for Nanticoke in the last couple of minutes, and Johnson steamrolls to the rim and he gets fouled. One more for Jaden Johnson, the leading scorer on the Nanticoke team. First 2 points of the second half for Johnson. Again, knotted up 29 apiece. Williams has it knocked away. A near turnover. Dewey got it up again over the shot blocker. Noah Dewey, another outstanding game tonight. He's got 12, and it's a 2-point Hawkeye lead. Mullery for the lead. No. Downey the leaping rebound. Taken away. Ethan Ball, here's Johnson. And Florek climbs the ladder and gets fouled by Ball. Team foul number 5, so it'll send Florek to the line. Well, I thought it was Florek that got fouled. Okay. I'm a little mystified why Williams is at the line, but nobody on the Nanticoke bench seems to have an issue with it, so. This to give Nanticoke or Hanover their biggest lead of the night. Still 32-29. Ends a string of 6 straight free throws made by Hanover. Mullery barreling in. Again, got a shot, good look in close, but don't get the bounce. Trojans have a lot of shots like that roll off the rim in this period. And a kick ball will give it back to the Hawks with 18 seconds to go in the third. Into Dewey. Might have got hit on the arm there by Mullery. Muscles up a second try. Williams gets swatted by Johnson. 5 seconds for Mullery. And pretty good defense there by Williams to challenge the shot. Dewey got the rebound and rifled it right off the shoulder of Remley. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I don't know if he was trying to throw the ball to the official, but he's lucky he didn't get teed up there. Seemed to be unintentional, but wow, if you're an official, tough not to call the technical there when a player just throws a bullet off the other team's player after the horn. So kind of bizarre end of the third period. A good one for Hanover. They outscore Nanticoke in the period 15-8. And they lead it 32-29 after 3. Well, P.J. Remley was as confused as anyone with, he had a ball rocket off his shoulder at the end of that quarter, but again, clearly seemed to be unintentional by Dewey, and Hanover starts the fourth with a 3-point advantage. Down low to Williams, working against Mitchell, and it rolls off. Mullery fading and hitting. First points of the second half for Liam Mullery. 1-point Hawkeye lead. Downey, oh, how did he find space underneath? Malachi Downey's made some really nice passes in this game, and there's none better than that one there. Dewey the beneficiary. 34-31 Hawkeyes. Turok gets the step on Hayward and scores. .649 to play. Floric, rhythm 3-ball. Rebound tipped over to Mitchell. Every possession's going to matter here down the stretch, with points being hard to come by in this game. Mullery off one dribble. Pretty good looking shot, but didn't go. Williams the rebound. Under 6 minutes to play. Williams better get out of the lane, and they call the 3-second violation. I saw that one coming. Saw that one coming a mile away. 5:40 to play. Nanticoke can retake the lead with a basket. Mullery challenged by Williams. Normally a very good outside shooter, but hasn't had the touch tonight. Hayward trying to shoot them out of that zone. Under 5 minutes to play, and that's last touch by Hayward. Turok, tough shot in the lane over Hayward. Turok's gotten it going a little bit in this second half. Trojans by 1, 4:40 to play. Hayward steps into one from inside the arc. And that's last touch by Floric. It's been one of the slower tempo games I've seen all season. Very few transition opportunities, and Turok has it going here in the fourth. Gavin Turok's got 8 points, all in the second half. Nanticoke 37, Hanover area 34. 4:04 to play on Service Electric TV. Trojans got a 3-point win last time these two teams hooked up. It was a much different type of game. Game was played in the high 60s. Tonight, first to 45 is probably going to win this game. 37-34. Trojans lead it. Midway through period number 4. Paul Garrity with you. We'll be back tomorrow night for another game at 2:15. Dewey scores again. 10 of his 16 since halftime. 37-36 Trojans. Michael finds Muller. He got it up quickly. And the rotation a bit tardy from the Hawks. Nanticoke again by 3. And a foul given by Turok. That's the first foul of the quarter against either team. Williams elevates, bothered by Mitchell. Dewey, another inside putback. (39-38). Mullery, wow, is that a tough shot. Good defense by Floric. Hayward for 3 and the lead. Michael the strong side board. 5-on-4 with Floric slow to get back. Mullery in rhythm. Been a tough shooting night. And he'll stay with the Trojans. .2:14 to play. They go to Johnson, their leading scorer. hasn't looked 100% to me at times in this game. Not sure if he's dealing with an injury. Mullery for the lead. Trojans clinging to a 1-point lead. Both teams have plenty of timeouts left. Bill Callahan will take one here. 1:38 to play. Nanticoke 39 and the Hawkeyes 38. Foul situation will definitely come into play in the final minute. Hanover has not committed a foul yet in the period. Nanticoke's only been called for one. Hawkeyes have 2 timeouts left. Nanticoke has 4. So I guess what I'm trying to say is we might be here a while. Again, the JV game went overtime tonight. This game didn't start until nearly 8 o'clock. 39-38, Nanticoke leads. 90 seconds to play. Would imagine they would want to get Dewey a touch at some point on this possession. Williams driving against Johnson, slapped away, and a foul's called, just the second, against Nanticoke. .110 to play. Dewey still hasn't touched the ball on this extended possession. And a double dribble called against Florick. Mitchell back in the game. Or Remley back in for Nanticoke. And Michael goes to the bench. 52 seconds left. Nanticoke with the rock and a 1-point lead. Again, Hanover still has 4 fouls to give. That's not necessarily a good thing in this situation. Johnson attacks and scores. Perfectly done by the Hawkeyes. Looked like some confusion on the, or check that by the Trojans. 3-point game. 21 seconds left. Hayward for the tie. Spins out. And it'll stay with Hanover. Give credit to both Williams and Downey working hard down there against the bigger Nanticoke players on that rebound effort. And a timeout called by Hanover with 16 seconds to play in regulation. They trail the Trojans 41-38 on Service Electric TV. Well, the Sansui struggle has been exactly that tonight. Both teams struggling offensively. It's been a physical game. Nip and tuck game. Neither team is led by more than 9. 41-38, Nanticoke leads. Hawkeyes inbounding the ball with 16 seconds to play. Nanticoke still has 2 fouls to give. Florick over Mullery. And they have to foul. And they give their first of the quarter with 10 seconds left. Thought Nanticoke might take a timeout. And the second foul of the quarter is given with 9 seconds left. That's the third against Hayward. Get it into Johnson, and there's another foul, this time 7.7 seconds to play. A little surprised they're not denying the inbounds pass a bit more, trying to get a steal. And there's their last foul to give. Or is that their 5th? Okay, that's foul number 5. So it sends Jaden Johnson to the line for 2 with 6.9 seconds left. And a timeout on the floor. If it's Hanover, that's their last timeout. And I think they're going to correct it at the scorer's table. So I was right. That was only 4 fouls, if I'm reading the body language correctly over there. Nanticoke will have to inbound this ball one more time, I believe. Hanover just took their last timeout. So 6.9 seconds to play. The next foul now will put the Trojans at the free throw line. So results in the same thing. Johnson going to the line. 6.3 seconds to play now. So the Hawkeyes, without any timeouts, they have to get 2 misses here. And that should do it. Five-point lead. Nanticoke just has to stand there. Kistner drains it, but that'll do it. Nanticoke gets the season sweep over their arch rivals. They win it in a defensive battle here tonight, 43-41. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon at 2:15 as Wyoming Seminary takes on Mahanoy area. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, everyone. My name is Paul Garrity. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.